How do you know that you're saved? It's an important question, not just for theological nerds to argue about, but for waking up every day in a peace that transcends understanding. If you're going to move into your life in confidence, you have to know that you're saved. So how do you know? If the answer has anything to do with you, then you are on shaky ground. If your answer is, I'm a pretty good person, or I'm better than most, or I've been cleaning up my life lately, how do you know? How do you know that you're better than most? How do you know that you've cleaned up your life enough? If your answer is, I gave my life to Christ, I made a decision to follow him, I went up and said the sinner's prayer, how do you know? How do you know you really meant it? How do you know that God accepted it? How do you know that you said it the right way? If you would say, I know I'm saved because, well, I just know, I would ask you, how do you know? I mean, think of the many jaded lovers who knew that their special someone was for them until they weren't. If what you're relying on is in your heart, then you're liable to be disappointed. If your answer is, well, God saved me, and I'm always saved because God saved me, once saved, always saved, is your confidence, then I would ask you, how do you know? How do you know that you're one of the saved? I mean, if once saved, always saved is true, then aren't there many who believe that they're Christians but really aren't? How do you know that you're not one of them? But if your answer is, Jesus tells me in his word, and Jesus connects me to his word through water in baptism, and through his body and blood with a little bit of bread and a little bit of wine in the Lord's Supper, then you can know. You can know because those things aren't subject to your feelings. They are not things that you drummed up for yourself or you chose to accept their objective realities. And they're for you. They are as tangible and touchable as real life for real sinners like you and me. Real certainty, knowing that you're saved, is found in God's means of grace that he offers to you every week in word, baptism, and the Lord's Supper. How do you know? God says so, and he makes good on his promise. He shows me every day through his absolution, through his words of comfort, through my baptism that I remember daily, through the supper that I receive weekly. I can know, not because of me, not because of some dogmatic backflips that I have to do in order to convince myself. No, I can know. And that's the heritage of the Reformation. October 31st is the day that many Christians celebrate Reformation Day. We remember a Catholic monk, Martin Luther, who rediscovered the gospel. He rediscovered that he could be saved by God's work and not his own, fed to him in word and sacrament. That's why it's great to be a Lutheran. It's not about cultural norms or worship styles. It's about certainty in Christ. How do you know you're saved? Come to a Lutheran church and find out. Happy Reformation Day.